but you kingdom business owners. You God is empire builders. You don't just thrive. You were born to dominate the digital marketplace. So let's get into it. Lean in. Let me talk to you. I said it at the beginning. Let me go ahead and repeat it now. Faith comes by hearing, and hearing of the word. Repetitious affirmation of order to the subconscious mind is the only known method to develop the emotion known as faith. And I need you to believe in what I believe. I believe that entrepreneurship is the holy grail for everybody, and their mama. I believe that everybody in the depth of their being desires to be a successful entrepreneur because of what successful entrepreneurship provides. The financial freedom, the time freedom, the purpose freedom, the ability to smash the alarm clock. Right? I know nobody likes to go to that place that you don't like with the people you don't like doing what you don't want to do for far less than you know you're worth. And money, it's important. It ranked right up there with oxygen. I remember being so broke I couldn't breathe. But if you could get money as an issue out of the way, just indulge me for a minute. Right? If you could position yourself in a place in life where you could buy everything you want to buy, travel everywhere you want to travel, philanthropically support every single cause that tugged on your life, how would you spend your days? What would you do if money wasn't an issue? Where would you live? What kind of car would you drive? What school would you send your children to? You know, I got a question. What would you work on? What's your purpose? Did you ever think about life beyond that? Time freedom. Smash the alarm clock. Not get out of bed before you're done sleeping. I'm talking about personal freedom. I'm talking about time freedom. I'm talking about financial freedom. I'm talking about purpose freedom. I'm talking about fulfillment. Like who doesn't want that? Somewhere I read 62% of Americans want to be their own boss. A lot of people started, but somewhere else I read 88% of independent entrepreneurs within the continental United States do not have gross tickets above 6 figures. Folk look real good on social media, busy and broke. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about really getting you to what you need to get to in order for you to level up. 50% of small businesses fail within the first 5 years. Why? Because they know it all. They strugglepreneurs. 70% of them never do what you're doing right now. They never hire help. Say this is the entrepreneurial way. Over 20 years of my life, I watched us build a consultation firm into the largest collective body of entrepreneurs in North America. Here's what I can tell you. Know-it-alls, they never see value in what it is that we provide because they know it all. But not you. Not successful, forward-thinking, intelligent, achievement-oriented entrepreneurs. You know what you know, and you know what you don't know, and you see value in having accessibility to people who know what you don't know. Because a wise person knows how much they don't know. And if you really put it into perspective, most people were not actually taught how to become a successful entrepreneur. Like Like you went to elementary, you went to middle school, you went to high school, you graduated, you went to college, took business administration, you took finance, you took marketing, you learned how to be, you got a master's administration, you know how to be the VP of irrelevance, you know how to work in the finance department, the marketing department, the accounting department. But what class taught you how to stick your hands in the dirt and lift up something that is self-sustaining, that spits off enough financial resource for you to be able to live the life that you were created to? Ain't no class for this. I know. That's why God created me. For you. That's why I'm here. That's why the Kingdom Business Help Center exists. KingdomBusinessHelpCenter.com. That's why God used me to curate the 101 Kingdom Business prompts. That's why we took those 40 days from Juneteenth to August 1st, the kickoff of Black Business Month, to walk through the 40 days of AI mastery so that you could understand that AI is not to be feared. Pause for the cause for a moment. You know that got to be a manipulation from Satan. How? Well, because God doesn't give you a spirit of fear. He don't. If he don't give it to you, who do? I'm just saying. God give you power, love, and a sound mind. He don't give you fear. He give you dominion over resources. Like this. This is not a phone. That thing that grandmama had on the wall with a cord, that was a phone. This is a microprocessor in your pocket. It removes all the limitations and all the excuses. Let me define them. They build tools. They're excuses. They're tools of the incompetent. You ain't using them, are you? Tools of the incompetent. They build monuments of nothingness, and those that use them seldom accomplish anything. Yeah. Remove all those. And the limitations from your business. We're not our parents. We no longer limited to doing business in your city, in your state, in your continent, in your language. It's over 8 billion people around the world with one of these devices. A lot of them look like you. They're looking for somebody who look like them, who provides the product and service that you provide. And if you took the time to invest and learning how to utilize this device and the resources that God has released for you to fulfill your assignment, your purpose, that gift that he gave you, oh boy, it's going to make some room for you. Get him glory and get you the bag. Let me go ahead and get you the blueprint. This ain't just information. This transformation. Let me go ahead and give you the foundation. I don't know if you heard about this dude, but there was this dude who built this house, ladies, on the sand, and the storms of economic uncertainty and the storms of e-commerce and the storms of social media marketing and the storms of digital marketing and all those things that we encounter out here in these entrepreneurial streets came, and great was the destruction of his business, his empire, his house. But then there was one who built it on a solid foundation. And the storms came and they beat and they beat and they beat and they beat. Nah, he be beating. And it just kept standing. That house. Let me give you the blueprint so you can build this house, build this empire, manifest the magnanimous that God has placed within you. This is the official Coach KJ's entrepreneurial coaching model. If you've ever heard me deliver it on any stage, we ever worked together individually, you'll understand it's based on a 4-layer implementation process, each one built on the last. Always at the core is my CEM, my 3 core elements: clarity, energy, and motivation. Motive for action. We will revisit these core elements as needed throughout the process. Don't rush the process. Buckle up and trust the process. This model was developed to support your, or rather, the development of a strategic and effective plan while exploring your relationship and commitment to that plan. This means that we emphasize what's important to do as an entrepreneur, as well as what it means for you to be a successful entrepreneur. Here's how it works. We focus on getting you clarity. Clarity on your vision. Clarity on your mission. Clarity on your purpose. Clarity on your values. Clarity on key words that ignite you. Clarity on your definition of success. Clarity on authority. Clarity on your passion. Clarity on your intentions. Clarity on your goal. When we get you clear on the vision, clear on the mission, clear on the purpose, clear on the intention, clear on the authority that you are exercising and being led by, then it ignites you. That's where the energy, clarity, energy, ignites you. That's where the energy comes from. We can clearly and concisely, with clarity, define the relationship between you and God, the relationship between God and your business, the relationship between God and other areas of your life. This is not for everybody, only for kingdom folk, only for God, it's empire builders. Talk about the commitment and the boundaries that you have and set. We can develop your PEM, your personal energy management system. This is your subconscious and conscious sources of power. We get clarity when we can excite you and energize you on clearly seeing the priorities. You know, without a vision, people perish. Without a vision, people cast off restraint. Without a vision, people live life haphazardly. They'll do anything. But when you have clarity, what you're working on, then you can put the steps, the plan. Then we can prioritize the most impactful ones. Start checking those things off. That vision gives us clarity. It gives us discipline for execution. It's what motivates us. Clarity, energy, motivation, motive for action. It's identification. And then removal of the old barriers, the old stories, and to your success, the barriers to your success. And then the identification and the additional implementation of the motivating, the motive for action influences that provide the new stories. Clarity, energy, motivation. What are we talking about here? We're talking about purpose. Why does this business exist? Why are you the one to lead it? What problem does this business fix? Right? Like let's identify what pain point it solves. Let's identify your solution to that pain point. Then let's look at your approach to those experiencing that pain point and the solution you provide. Pause for the cause. Let's look at the benefits of your solution and then the benefits of your approach. Let's let's focus on the purpose of all this. Matter of fact, what is the purpose of all of this? What are your intentions? I know. For you, is this about the bag? Are you a helper? Do you want to fill a need? Like why are we here? Why are we talking? What this about? Who are your clients? Like what's your intention for them? What's your intention for the larger community, for your profession, for the world? I mean, I'm just asking. I'm trying to get some clarity here. Matter of fact, who do we serve? Who are we serving with this? Who is your ideal avatar? Prompt number 1, 40-day journey. Who's your ideal avatar? Who are your ideal clients? Listen, this ain't Kevin Costner, Field of Dreams. We not gonna build it and they just gonna come. No, we not on that. We have been afforded the technological advancements in order to get sniperistic in the strategy of you securing the coin in your business. We not just chasing algorithms over here. It's not what we do. Who is your ideal avatar? And we talked about your gifts. Like who do you serve and how do your gifts intersect their needs? Coach, what are we talking about? We're talking about niche clarification. I kind of reverse engineered you to it. We're talking about client identification. We're trying to get the basis that we need in order to determine your core messaging. Like who do you serve, right? Then we're going to get, into not their demographics, not their geographics, but their psychographics. Like, what are their pain points? Where are they? How are they communicating about their pain points so that we can look at the solution we have and our approach so they can be like, oh my God, I'm so glad I found you. I know. I'm just trying to be used by the Lord to bless his folk. Get him the glory while I get a little bag or two. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Let's look at your core offers and services. We got prompts for this. What solutions are you offering your ideal clients? Let's look and separate them, because I'm talking to kingdom business owners. I'm talking about goddess empire builders. I'm not talking about the takers. They just trying to take. I started off talking about the fact, I'm trying to exemplify the fact you can't beat God given. He didn't gave me this. I'm giving it to you. I'm even giving you the extra sauce. Right? Like what do you charge for and what do you give away? Some of y'all like, damn, coach, if you giving us this, what you charge for? Chill out now. You get what you pay for. You're getting this for free. Y'all know if it's free, it's for me. Hey, listen. What are your core services and what are your freebies? Like, what are you giving away to the marketplace? Because this is how we establish the parameters for your marketing campaigns and your community building. People do business with who they know, like, and trust. How do they learn about you? How do they interact with you? How do they learn about your products, your services, your offerings? How do they engage with other members of your community? I'm helping you frame your mind around what we refer to as brand clarification. Helping you really develop the framework to establish your unapologetic, authentic voice. Like I oftentimes get calls from folk, can you help me develop this brand or that brand or this brand or that brand? And I don't know what you're working on. Because this brand, that brand, this brand, that brand aren't sustainable. Because you're going to keep having to rebrand and rebrand and rebrand and rebrand. Watch this. You're amazing. God made you amazing. right? And when you can get confident in the product and service, when it's aligned with your purpose. Because if you seek first the kingdom, you seek first your assignment, seek first your purpose, all these other things, they're going to be added. When it's aligned, you can be you. I don't know if anybody told you. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and tell you, I love you almost as much as the Father on behalf of the Father. But never forget that He made you amazing. And anybody got a problem with you, tell them take it up with Him. Those aren't your folk. That's why we talking about. And if you run over here trying to chase them and trying to chase them and trying to chase them and that's not what this is. That's their strugglepreneur life. Amateurs trying to convince, professionals sort. And with accessibility to billions of people, technological resources that you got available, come on now. That's very smart here. Like, let's develop your unapologetic, authentic voice. Right? This is the foundation before we even start conceptualizing your promotional and relationship building strategy. That's the social media profiles, the networking, distribution, all the I got your back. I'm on your side. Right? Like we're going from dreams to goals. What's the difference? We put them on paper. Right? Like what's the difference between a goal and a dream? One's written down. And what are your goals? That's why you got me, right? That's why you get a coach. You get a coach so you can become years wiser without having to become years older. You want somebody who's got the practical experience that you can be able to glean from, and I don't know a lot, but I got about 2 decades and almost about 500,000 friggin' case studies, and a mentor who did it from the dirt. I don't know it all, but you know, I'm a good resource to keep in your tool belt. I'm just saying. And if not one-on-one, hey, you are registered on the Kingdom Marketplace. It just makes sense. It's free. Like what? Come on, knock it off. Right. Let's talk about some stuff here. I launched something about a decade ago called a preliminary break-even feasibility analysis. Like before we even develop the business plan, right? Let's determine if this idea is going to make some money. And if it is going to make some money, how much money it's going to make, and how much money and time and effort and other resources is it going to take for us to get it to a point where it's profitable, so we can determine if it's economically feasible for us to walk this dog. You know, it's for us to determine, you know, when we're going to break even. It's a preliminary break even feasibility analysis. And a lot of folk go, you know, I got this dream. Let me jump out and do it. Let me give you a quick story. I had a client. He was referred to me from somebody, an amazing chef, worked in a bunch of amazing restaurants, food to die for. I'm trying to tell you, right? And always wanted to open up a restaurant, and came into a lump sum of money, and like, you know, okay, I want to do the restaurant, and we're working. And it's like a week and a half in, and a light bulb goes off, and I'm like, hold on, I got an exercise for you. And I call up another client who has a bunch of restaurants, and I'm like, yo, how much for someone to shadow you for a week? He's like, boom, he lets me know. So I call my guy back. I'm like, boom, check this out, add a little bit of fluff. Hey, listen, here's what I want you to do. I want you to give me this, and the amount that I would have made. If this doesn't work, I'm going to give you this much back. But I want you to actually shadow a real restaurant over its multiple profitable locations in order for you to just confirm and affirm this is what you really want to do. He's like, all right, great. I'm all in. Boom. 3 days in, he's on the phone like, Kay, thank you so much. Don't even worry about it. I'm going to tip you. I love being a chef. I don't want to deal with the vendors. It's like, I was thinking this. Save a whole lot of money. About to sign a commercial lease. Some things like 3, 5, 10 years gonna get out of that. So I give that story to you because I want to provoke I kind of want to segue into this question. How are you going to generate resources to support you while you're manifesting the vision for this business. Like seriously, and this is to really get you into the space where you really prioritize financial literacy and properly establishing your LLC and your digital footprint so that you can maximize all of the business funding that's available to you. More than this net 30, da-da-da. No. Let's be intentional, right? One of the biggest challenges with financial or with entrepreneurial success is financial literacy. They didn't teach our fathers all of the financial resources that are available. Sometimes you got to slow down and speed up. All right. I don't want to go heavy on y'all. I'm in my bag. You know what I'm talking about? Popping my shit. You know what I mean? Y'all know how we do. I care about your success. Y'all ain't cut me a check. Most of the time, people have cut me a check with a comment, seriously about their success, and they pay me for this. Like, yeah, this is what I need. I got your back. I got what you need, baby. Come here, let me give it to you. Ladies, I don't talk to Negroes like that. I know a lot of y'all in Atlanta. Listen, what are your profit goals? What are your marketing and relationship building goals? What's your reinvestment plan and priorities? You got one, right? Good, move. See, we need to work. What are your client and service goals? What methods of evaluation do you have in place? What accountability and measurements have you established? Listen, these are all significant contributors to your bottom line. I know for a fact. Listen, at the Kingdom Marketplace, Kingdom Business Owners and the Goddess Empire Builder community, even at the Kingdom Business Help Center.com, most of the resources are provided by and for extroverts. I'm just being real. We take a different approach that helps you be authentically, successfully, your introverted style. No, I'm fucking with y'all. Listen, you gotta promote yourself. This is built for entrepreneurs by entrepreneurs. This ain't the Chamber of Commerce. Like, I ain't knocking the Chamber of Commerce, but 95% of the people get a W-2. And if you get a W-2, you got all the theory in the world, but where the rubber meets the road, you don't know nothing about perpetuating the 1099, because if you would, you'd be doing it. I want to make sure y'all paying attention. How do you stay on track? What's your plan? Do you plan to fail? You plan to fail when you fail to plan. That's not what we do. We set you up for success with the right foundation. We put confidence, trust, kingdom values on equal footing with your business development. Because as I said before, and I'll say again, they all contribute to your bottom line. You're not here by accident. If God has given you an entrepreneurial assignment, He has given you everything you need to succeed at it. Even me. Listen, you may not have the full revelation, the AI tools just yet. But that's where I come in. This isn't about copying anyone else's strategy. This is about building a business that's unapologetically you. No more cookie cutter. No more copy and paste hustle. We tailor strategies like royal robes over here, fit for the kingdom builder. the goddess empire builder. So it doesn't really matter whether you're starting, whether you're scaling, whether you're reinventing. I got your back. I'm on your side. I see you. I believe in you. And I built this system for you. Now it's time for you to profitize your passion purpose. Time to use your unapologetic voice. Time for you to automate your brilliance. Time for you to transform your story into an entrepreneurial system that serves God and blesses generations. Ladies, get registered at buildsisterbuild.com. Become a part of the Goddess Empire Builder community. Everybody else, complete your profile on thekingdommarketplace.com. Go to www.completeyourprofile.com. Them special links just for you. Upgrade. Support our daughters. Support the geniuses, the baby girl genius of Urban Success University. It was through their 4-year project-based learning that they built this. It's the first, the world's first AI-powered business referral network. It's the first, I like to say kingdom because that's what we are. It's the first AI-powered kingdom business referral network. It's the first entrepreneurial ecosystem. Fully integrated with Google Business Profiles, fully integrated with Google Maps, fully integrated with all the major social media and marketing platforms, woven into a digital DNA are search engine optimization, search engine marketing, social media marketing tools specifically designed to assist every entrepreneur with properly ranking higher online. How you get properly registered. You fill out a Google form. Yes, we request more information than you ever provided before about your business. That should tell you something, that we're serious about your success. We used to the old word of mouth, talking about it. Not when the AI working 24 hours, 7 days a week as your kingdom assistant to get you business, get you customers. That's why we need to know what you need to know. I know you got your Facebook. I know you got your Instagram. I know you got your TikTok because your friends on Facebook, your friends on Instagram, your friends on TikTok. But 85 to 95% of consumer searches are done on Google. And ain't nobody giving you the bag during, or the science to get the bag. During COVID, like 4 or 5 years ago, Google went from Google Business Profiles, or Google My Business to Google Business Profiles. And I thought that what our daughters were providing was amazing. Then I found out that last year during Black Business Month, we digitally dumb. Look. In order to get where you're going, you got to recognize where you are. You know, a lot of what took place during COVID that nobody want to talk about is a lot of the Fortune 500 and Fortune 1000 big business systems. You know, it's an acronym: save yourself, stress, time, energy, and money. A lot of the big business systems, a lot of the big business strategies that were formerly unavailable to the everyday entrepreneur are now readily available to everyday entrepreneurs like you and me, utilizing these free resources that you're going to learn how to understand and master in the membership section. And what you doing? Upgrading, putting a couple of pennies in the pockets of our daughters. 100% of the upgrade proceeds go toward our female high school and college students that are doing the digital work on your profile. And even if you don't upgrade, when you register, you get the free prompts. I just gave you the blueprint. We call them marching orders. So I'm going to leave you with this. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Get ready to build. Get ready to grow. Get ready to scale. Get ready to dominate these digital entrepreneurial streets. Because this is the season of prophetic release. This is the season of our daughters. This is the season of the builders. This is the season of you. Let go. Let grow. Let's build. Listen, beloved. I love you. I believe in you. And I'll see you in the membership section on an up-and-coming event. Have an amazing day on purpose, and never forget that the Father made each and every single one of you amazing on purpose. This is your coach, Your kingdom entrepreneurial coach, KingJerlo. And I'm looking forward to seeing you next time.